You think you have time to figure it out, time to fix your life, time to chase the dream that keeps you up at night. You don't. You're not promised next year. You're not even promised tomorrow. All you've really got is right now. And every second you waste scrolling, waiting, doubting, it's gone for good. You don't get a replay. You don't get a restart. And the world, it doesn't slow down for you. It won't care if you're tired. It won't wait for you to feel ready. Life moves. And if you don't move with it, you get left behind. So the real question is, what are you doing with this moment? Because one day you'll look back and either be proud of what you built or regret that you thought you had more time. Tomorrow is a lie we tell ourselves. We've all done it. You've done it. I've done it. We whisper that smooth little lie to ourselves and think we're being smart. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start fresh next week. Let me wait for the right time. I'm just not feeling it today. You know what that is? That's weakness. That's fear in disguise. That's your brain tricking you into staying soft. Because let me tell you something most people can't handle. There is no tomorrow. There never was. It's the most comforting lie ever invented. A fantasy, a trap for the undisciplined, a coffin for dreams. You keep saying tomorrow, and guess what? Tomorrow becomes next week, then next month, then next year. Then one day you wake up and you don't even recognize yourself anymore. Your potential is buried under excuses. Your fire, gone. You traded your dreams for distraction. You traded purpose for pleasure. And you wonder why you're not fulfilled. Because the price of tomorrow is everything you were meant to be. You don't need more time, you need more guts. You're not lacking time. You're drowning in it, scrolling, watching, sleeping, complaining, waiting. Every second you fast as a second you're never getting back. You don't get a refund on time. Once it's gone, it's gone. And the clock, it doesn't give a damn how motivated you feel. You think champions wait until they feel good? They don't. They show up when it sucks. They train when they're tired. They work when it's hard. They fight through hell because they refuse to lose to their weaker self. You want to win? Then act like it. Get uncomfortable. Get dirty. Get aggressive about your goals. Stop being the guy who talks about change. Be the guy who does something about it. You don't need to map out your whole life. You don't need every step figured out. You just need to start. Make the call, hit the gym, pick up the book, launch the idea, take the step. Even if you're scared, even if it's messy, even if no one believes in you. Because that moment where you move despite the fear, that's where the beast inside you wakes up. That's where you start becoming the man you were built to be. You think you're waiting for the right time? Let me break it to you gently. There is no right time. There is only now. And the longer you wait, the weaker you get. You're not just standing still, you're moving backwards. While you're waiting, someone out there is working. Someone's grinding, someone's pushing, someone's outpacing you because he refused to wait for perfect conditions. You think he's smarter than you, faster, more talented? Maybe, maybe not. But he's not soft. He's not hiding behind tomorrow. He's out there stealing your dreams because you're too scared to fight for them. That should piss you off. That should light a fire in your gut. You should be done. Watching your life drift by while you tell yourself, I'll start later. You either become the man who takes action or the one who watches. One leads, the other follows. One builds, the other breaks. One is respected, the other is forgotten. Which one are you? Because there's no in-between, no middle ground. You're either making progress or making excuses. And if you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. Period. You don't need motivation. You need conviction. Motivation fades. Discipline doesn't. You'll have days when you don't feel it, days when your body's tired and your mind's heavy, and that's when most people fold. But you're not most people. You're the one who steps up when others shut down. You're the one who pushes when others pause. You're the one who understands this life will not be handed to you. You have to take it with force, with focus, with fire. This is your moment. Don't waste it.
I don't care what happened yesterday. I don't care how far behind you feel. What matters is what you do right now with what you've got. Because the man you want to become, he's not found in tomorrow. He's found in what you choose to do today, right here, right now. This is war, and either your excuses win or you do. So stop thinking, stop waiting, stop wishing. Rise up, move fast, own the damn day. Because there's a monster inside you that's been sleeping for too long, and it's time to wake him up. The clock doesn't care. Time doesn't pause. It doesn't pity. It doesn't play favorites. It just keeps ticking. And if you're not keeping up, it will leave you behind and bury your dreams with zero remorse. Here's the truth that most people can't stomach. Time is not your ally. It is your judge, your competition, and your executioner. It doesn't stop because you're confused. It doesn't slow down while you heal. It doesn't rewind when you make a mistake. It moves. It marches forward without ever looking back. And it will run you over if you stand still. You think you've got time? No, you've got a deadline. A silent countdown that started the day you were born. And every second that passes is a second you'll never get back. Not in this life, not ever. Let that sink in. This is it. This moment right now, this breath you're taking, this is as real as it gets. You don't get a do-over. You don't get to reload the save. This isn't a test run. This is the game. But most people, they live like they're immortal. They scroll their lives away. They numb themselves with distractions, chasing cheap dopamine and calling it rest. They dream big and do nothing. They wait for the right time that never comes. And that's how most lives end, not in failure, but in regret, in knowing they had the fire once.
And they let it burn out while they sat there waiting for a green light that never showed up. You say you're waiting to feel ready. Ready is a lie. No one's ready. No one wakes up fearless. No one starts perfect. The difference is simple. Some people wait for certainty, others create it. Some sit in fear, others move through it. Some talk about what they're going to do, others let their results do the talking. You don't need more time. You need more urgency. You need to stop acting like life is this endless trial period. It's not. The days you waste now will become the pain you carry later. The opportunities you ignore now will become the regrets that haunt you. And regret doesn't fade, it gets louder. So stop pretending the clock is on your side. It's not. It's watching, counting, measuring. And the only thing it respects is action. If you want to separate yourself from the pack, move different. Wake up earlier, train harder, work longer, study deeper, bleed more in silence than they cry in public. Let urgency be your fuel. Let discipline be your religion. Let hunger be the engine that drives you into the life most people will never touch. And stop looking for comfort. Comfort is the enemy. Comfort is what kills drive. It turns warriors into spectators, lions into house cats. You weren't made to coast. You weren't built to sit around and wait. You were made to build, to rise, to conquer. Time doesn't care that you have potential. It doesn't care that you're trying. It doesn't care how bad your past was, how hard your circumstances are, or how unfair life has been. You know what it does care about? Discipline, consistency, courage, execution. You either use the time you've got to build a life worth remembering, or you waste it and die forgotten. That's the brutal truth. You're not too young, you're not too old, you're not too late, you're just too soft, too slow.
Too scared, and the longer you feed those excuses, the more powerful they become.
You want to break out? Then break the pattern. Right now. Take the risk. Send the message. Start the project. Train till your lungs scream. Work till they can't deny your name. And show up like your life is on the line. Because it is. The clock is ticking.
And when it hits zero, it's game over. No more chances, no more tries, no more time. You either leave behind a legacy or you leave behind nothing. No one's going to build your dream for you. No one's going to force you to rise. No one's going to carry you to the finish line. This is on you. So stop waiting. Start hunting. Rip every excuse out of your mouth. Burn your fears to the ground and rise like a man who knows one truth. That time is the real enemy, and you're here to beat it. Regret is louder than fear. One day, maybe 5 years from now, maybe 20, you'll sit somewhere quiet. Could be the edge of your bed, a park bench, or alone in your car. After another day that felt just like the last one, and a thought will creep in. I could have done more. That's it. Simple words, but they carry a weight you can't describe. You'll remember the moment you had a chance, a real chance, to change your story, to go all in, to speak up, to bet on yourself, to take a risk that might have changed everything. And you didn't. You'll remember the opportunity, but you won't remember what scared you. You won't remember the excuses. You won't remember the so-called logic you used to convince yourself not to move. All you'll feel is loss. That's regret. And unlike fear, regret doesn't fade. It clings to you. It becomes a part of your DNA. It's the voice that wakes you up at 3 a.m. and whispers, "You should have gone for it. You let it slip. You played it safe." And let me tell you something brutal. No man is proud of playing it safe. No man finds fulfillment in silence, in hesitation, in waiting. You think being afraid is the problem.
Lem? No, fear is natural. Fear is human. But regret is unnatural. Because deep down your soul knows you were made for more and you didn't act on it. You want to know what it means to be a man? It means moving forward in spite of the fear. It means standing up and saying, I may fall, I may fail, but I'd rather go down swinging than sit back and wonder what could have been. Because here's the truth. You can feel fear for a few seconds, or you can feel regret for the rest of your life. Fear is a moment. Regret is a lifetime. Fear says, what if I lose? Regret screams, what if I never try? Fear says, it might not work. Regret says, you'll never know. Fear says, wait. Regret says, you waited too long. And the worst part? Regret doesn't even let you fight back. There are no second chances. There's no do-over. You don't get to return to that day, that moment, that decision. It's done. It's history, and it's permanent. So here's the question you need to answer right now. Are you going to let fear dictate your life, or are you going to look back with pride, knowing you went for it no matter what? Because the truth is, this world doesn't wait. It doesn't slow down for your comfort. It doesn't stop moving while you figure it out. Time moves. Life moves, with or without you. And while you're sitting there wondering if you're ready, someone else is out there taking your spot, making the move, chasing the dream, becoming the man you said you wanted to be. You think you have time. You don't. That one day you keep talking about, it's a lie. There's no perfect moment, no divine signal, no magical green light. There's only now. And if you don't act now, that opportunity will pass, and it may never come again. So stop making excuses, stop waiting, stop letting the fear win. You weren't made to hesitate, you were made to move. So move. Move even if you're scared, move even if your legs shake, move even if your voice cracks, because action beats fear every single time. You think the greats weren't afraid? Every fighter, every leader, every legend felt fear, but they didn't let it own them. They used it. They turned that fear into fire. They said, if I go down on my feet. You have that fire too. You've just been taught to keep it small. You've been told to stay quiet, to stay humble, to wait your turn. Enough of that. This is your turn. This is your time. This is your moment to choose fear or freedom, doubt or domination, regret or real growth. So stand up, say the words, chase the dream, push the damn door open, because the pain of failing
It's nothing compared to the pain of never trying. When the dust settles and the lights go out, you'll want to look back and say, I gave it everything I had. I didn't play it safe. I didn't waste my shot. I lived like I meant it. That's what this is about. No fear, no hesitation, no regret. Make the move. Start the journey. Write a story you'll be proud to tell, because regret is the loudest voice in the room. And once it starts, it never shuts up. Today is the only door that's open. You want a sign? This is it. Right here, right now. This moment you're living in. It's not just another day on the calendar. It's not just time ticking by. It's the only door you've got, and it's wide open. You keep waiting for some perfect moment for life to hand you a golden ticket. But life doesn't give away gold. You earn it with blood, with sweat, with action. No one's going to wake you up. No one's going to hand you the perfect plan. There's no coach cheering you on saying, relax, your moment will come. That's not how it would.
RKS, your moment is right now, and if you don't take it, someone else will. You keep saying, I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow is a liar. Tomorrow is a drug for the lazy. It sedates you. It kills your hunger. It numbs your edge. And every time you say later, you're letting life pass you by. Another man is up earlier, lifting heavier, pushing harder, getting sharper, because he knows the door only stays open for a while, and when it shuts, it's gone. This is your window, not someday, not when I feel ready, not when the fear goes away. Fear doesn't disappear. Confidence doesn't just appear. You build it in motion. You earn it when you stop talking and start doing. You're not waiting for permission. You're not waiting for someone to say go. You're not some little boy hoping for a pat on the back. You're a man. And a man moves forward with scars, with mistakes, with the weight of doubt on his shoulders. He moves anyway. That's the difference. You think it takes motivation? No, it takes decision. It takes guts. The kind that says, I don't care how I feel. I don't care what it costs. I'm showing up. Want something? Take the step. Send the message. Start the business. Hit the gym. Cut the excuses. Make the call. Do the damn thing. Because life only respects the man who acts. Not the one who overthinks. Not the one who hopes. Not the one who waits for a perfect vibe, a perfect day, or a perfect setup. Perfection is a trap. It's a lie whispered in your ear by the weaker version of you, the one who'd rather stay comfortable than get dangerous. But you're not here to be safe. You're here to become something unshakable, a savage in a world full of soft men. A machine built to move through fear, to crush hesitation, to answer the moment when it calls. And right now it's calling, it's staring you in the face. So what's it going to be? Are you going to walk through this door?
Or are you going to sit there, scared, small, silent, watching life pass by like a movie you never got cast in? Because here's the truth. No one tells you, if you don't move, someone else will. Someone who said, I'll take the risk, I'll face the fire, I'll go now. And guess what? That man wins. Not because he had more time, not because he had more talent, but because he moved when it mattered. That's how you separate yourself. That's how you build legacy. That's how you rise, not with noise, but with motion. So let me ask you right now, are you going to move, or are you going to keep waiting for another right time that never comes? Because the only door that's open is today. And if you don't walk through it, you better be ready to live with what's on the other side of regret. Your future, your power, your name, it's waiting on the other side, but you only get there if you move. In the end, it's not about how much time you think you have. It's about what you do with the time you've got right now. Because today is all that's guaranteed, and every second you waste, you don't get it back. If you're still here, you're one of the few who get it. Like, subscribe, and drop "Today is mine" in the comments to prove you stayed till the very end. The clock doesn't care, but you should. See you in the next one.